Previously on the European LCS.
Alliance clean sweep through Millennium. It's a 3-0. This is going to be the first victory for Alliance. They are going to get a win in the European LCS. Nexus turrets will be going down, and it's going to be Rocket once again taking victory 48 minutes into the game. And wow, what a Mordekaiser. Solid victory there for the Copenhagen Wolves, and Millennium's run continues here. There's the Nexus turrets down. Gambit push in with the Baron in 42 minutes and 9 seconds. Finish off SK Gaming.
What we learn is don't do one stupid mistake that costs the whole game.
I'm definitely looking forward to meet Yellowstar and Reckless.
We're just getting started here. Like someone said, it doesn't matter how you start, it matters how you finish.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the start of yet another action-packed day of the League of Legends Championship Series live from our studio in Cologne, Germany. It's Friday, and your official weekend starts right here. I'm Joe Miller, and joining me in the cast of Duo Lane is my analyst, Carrie, Trevor Quickshot Henry.
Thank you very much, Joe. And even though today is only day 2 of week 2, we've already seen some wildly unexpected surprises in the 2014 season. And with 4 more games today, the potential for more surprises or upsets is plenty.
Yeah, one of those big surprises has been the lackluster performance of Team Millennium, who are now on a 5-game losing streak.
Yeah, the problem with Millennium right now, they're unable to react to their opponents once the pressure gets turned on. They've lost games early, mid, and late. And I just think they need to settle their nerves and find their groove, because 1-5 is not a good start for them. They were also the team that gave Alliance their first win.
Thursday also brought us a lot more new champions that we've yet to see in the LCS into action. 5 of them to be exact, with Zed, Tristana, Talon, Mordekaiser, and Karma all being brought in.
Some of them to more success than others, Mordekaiser in particular. And the one thing about yesterday's games that was quite interesting is that the average game time is actually very close to last week's 3.15 games. Last week we were about 40 minutes and 10 seconds. This week we are at 39 minutes 19, so about a minute shorter actually, but it is only 4 games. And the one thing I do want to highlight is the 4.1 tower changes. Extended that laning phase a little longer, but the first tower drops earlier on 4.1 by nearly 2 full minutes, 10 minutes to 11:55. So that's quite a change.
Yeah, pretty crazy stats, to be honest. But let's have a look at tonight's action. And more importantly, first of all, Thursday's highlights. Here are 3 #LCS big plays that you guys at home were buzzing about on Twitter. Starting off with Alex Itch's escape yesterday when he was playing the LeBlanc. Chased down by 3 men. He managed to actually sidestep the Ezreal ultimate here before his Mimic at the spear.
Absolutely great play by Gamma. This actually led them to the victory and moves us on to play number 2, this time between Rocket and the Super Hot crew. The man drop from Janko starts this one off. He focuses down Mr. Rolls in the background, and Mr. Rolls has to set his rally point on retreat. He had to run the entire time, which allowed the Polish powerhouse of Rocket to group up as a nice tight unit. They just created this death ball, got 2 kills, the Dragon, and eventually won the game. So very good play from Rocket.
Looking so very strong in team fights. And that brings us to our number 1 play. It was the most tweeted about as well, and that was the duel in the top lane between Candy Panda and Edward's support Kennen. We watch Edward here sidestepping through the ultimate of Candy Panda, which likely cost him the fight there. They both ended up dying before Gambit went on to pick up the win.
If any support is going to do that, it's going to be Edward, the support carry. He coined the phrase and he lives up to it. For you guys at home, remember to hop on Twitter and tell us what your favorite plays of the day are using that hashtag LCS Big Plays.
Well, before we move on to today's games, let's see where the teams are in the standings right now. At the top of the table, it's Fnatic. They remain with a perfect 4-0 start. In second place, we've got a tie again. Who would have thought? European LCS having a tie? No way. Gambit and Rocket both have 4 wins and 1 loss. And then the Copenhagen Wolves sit in 4th place at 3-2.
Looking down the bottom half of the table, SK Gaming have slipped to 5th place and are now at 2 wins, 3 losses. With Alliance managing to snag their first win, they've pulled themselves out of 8th position and into a tie for 6th with the Super Hot crew at 1-4. And then finally, Millennium's 2 losses yesterday and the 5-loss streak we've talked about puts him down in 8th place at a winning record of 1 wins, 5 losses.
Well, those positions could change and probably will if the form of the last couple of weeks is anything to go by. So let's have a look at today's matches. First up, we're going to have the Alliance taking on the Copenhagen Wolves. And then it's a big one, Roccat versus Gambit.
Going to be a big game to determine that 2nd place. After that, we will have the undefeated Fnatic taking on the Super Hot Crew in what's most likely a David vs. Goliath match. And then, of course, Millennium versus SK Gaming.
And immediately following the LCS, the European Challenger Series continues with another best of 3.
Yeah, our friends Freak and Jat will be calling the action live as Tick, Trick, and Duck take on Storm Games Clan. And just as an aside, the Challenger Series caster desk is seriously awesome. So you guys want to stick around, not only for the games, but to check out the cool setup as well.
Little bit jealous. If it
Just
wasn't for this awesome crowd here, that's for sure. But guys, to stay informed about both the League Championship and the Challenger Series, head over to lolesports.com. You'll find all the schedules, standings, VODs, and more over there. And while you're there, you can also find out how you can get tickets to join us here in Cologne and be part of our studio audience. Just click on the word tickets at the top of the page to learn a bit more.
And of course, whether you're in the studio now or at home, you can still participate by letting us know which team you think will take their enemy's Nexus in today's games. You know the deal. Look at the schedule, click on the thumbs up.